iOS development team. Here I am going to walk through Google APIs and scope that we are using in our application in our Germany data center. The bcode.mangoes.com domain in our Germany data center. Now let me log in with Google SSO. So this is the client ID that we are using for Germany data center. So this is the permission pop-up. View your email message and setting for Gmail. See, edit, create and delete all of your Google Drive files for Google Drive. View event or your calendar, and see and download any calendar you can access using your Google Calendar for Google Calendar. Now let me allow it. After allowing, it will redirect to the MangoOS domain where we have three different widgets: Gmail, Google Calendar and Google Drive. So if I talk about Gmail, in Gmail we have three different tabs: inbox, send and draft, where authenticated user can see their inbox data, send data and draft data. If I'll talk about any particular email, so user email ID who send the mail title and the content. The content is configurable up to 500 character from set properties. So I'll customize it and go to set properties where we can see the option content preview. I'll change it to 400 and save it. Now content will come up to 400 character and after that it will be truncate. And by clicking on any specific mail, it will open mail.google.com in new tab and open that specific mail to authenticate user. Apart from this, we have a compose button. While clicking on compose button, it will open mail.google.com in new tab and open compose box to authenticate user. With search option, we can search any mail from here. View all emails link. While clicking on it will open mail.google.com in new tab. So this was about Gmail. Now moving to next month, Google Drive. The Google Drive widget will fetch all the folder and file and plot on Google Drive widget. So if I'll click any specific file, it will open that file in new tab in docs.google.com. And by clicking on any specific folder, it will fetch subfolder and files and plot on Google Drive widget. If we talk about the data, we saw here the folder name or file name and the last updated time. We have sorting based on last updated time and by name. We have search option here. You can search any file and folder from here. We have new file option. By clicking on it, it will open drive.google.com in new tab where we can create a new file. If I'll talk about the customize part, I'll go to set properties. We have an option selected folder. By clicking on my drive option, it will open a pop-up where you can see all the root hierarchy from Google Drive, and based on the selection here, the file and folder will reflect on Google Calendar widget. Google Drive widget. And while clicking on new folder, we can create a new folder in Google Drive. So I'll save it. See, the new folder is coming here. So this was about Google Drive. Now moving to another one, Google Calendar, the last one. First I will start from set property. In set property we have an option calendar edit, where we fetch authenticate user Google calendars, and by clicking on add calendar it will open a pop-up where we saw all the authenticate user calendar, and based on the selection here, all events are reflect on Google Calendar widget. I'll save it and I'll change the calendar view to month. So you can see here the holidays and the event are coming from selected calendars. If I will hover of any calendar, it will open a pop-up where we can see the calendar detail. We saw event title, date, and the username. So this is about Google Calendar. This is from my end. Thank you very much.